In this video, I'm going to explain the amplitude controller driver, what was there in the original driver and what changes we have made to suit our custom HLS IP. So in the original driver, we can see that we import default IP library first of all. So every single IP driver that we make in PYNQ has to inherit the default IP class, right? So then the first thing is the init function. So init is the initializing function. So when we make an instance of any class, when we make an object of any class in Python, first of all the init function is called. This is the constructor or the initialization. So for this we don't do much, we just call the constructor of the parent class, which is default IP. Then we have to define something called the bind to attribute. So bind to is a keyword in PYNQ. So for any IP driver, we have to specify which IP this driver is meant to control. And the way we do that is we make a list in bind to. And in this list, we have to give it the strings or the VLNVs of every IP that this driver can control. VLNV is vendor, library, name and version. So we can see vendor, Xilinx.com, library IP, name, amplitude controller and version 1.2. So this was the original IP which is there in the design. What we do in our design is that we have this IP, the original one, and we can add our custom IP's VLNV also to this list to make sure that this driver works for our IP also. To find out the VLNV of our custom IP, we can go to our block design. Here we can right click on the IP, go to block properties. Here we can go to the properties tab and we can see VLNV here. Same thing for packet generator, right click, block properties. Here we can see the VLNV of our packet generator. So we can copy this value and paste it in the bind to list. The next thing is the attribute called enable. So in the original IP, enable value was written at the register with this offset. Right, so the read and write functions, these read and write functions, these are a part of the PYNQ.mmio library, and in this we can pass the value of the offset and the value of the value that we want to write on that register. So in the original IP, the offset 0x00 contains the value of enable. So we can read from it and we can write to it. We can write the value 1 and 0. So basically what this defines is that this is a getter function and this is a setter function. So whenever in our Python code we want to set a value for enable, like we want to set it to 1 or 0, we can just call the setter and it is going to call these self.write functions and self.read functions on its own. So in our custom IP, we have a name for this register called .registermap.control.ap start. So basically the enable register in our design is called the AP start register and it is a 1-bit value. Like AP start is a 1-bit value. Over here the enable value is a 32-bit integer. So we can change that. For our getter, we just return the value of this register. For our setter, in our case, in order to turn on the IP, we have to first write 1 in the auto restart bit and then we have to write 1 on the AP start bit. And to switch it off, same thing, we have to first write 0 on the auto restart bit and then 0 on the AP start bit. So the next attribute is the gain attribute. Here also we define the getter and a setter. So here in the original IP, the gain value is stored at the register with the offset 0x04. But in our case, it is stored at the offset 0x10. So the way we can find this out is in our HLS IP, in our HLS design, we can go to the solution folder, implementation, MISC, drivers, and then we have to look at this file xac hardware handoff.h. So in this file we can see all the registers in our IP and their offsets. So here we can see that the gain value is at the offset 0x10 and it is a 32-bit value. We can also see the control signal, the AP start signal, that is at 0x00 offset and it is the 0th bit. Auto restart is the 7th bit. So here we can change the offset. So now the important thing that we need to understand about gain attribute is that the value gain that we pass to this function, that we pass to the setter when we're trying to set the gain, is a floating point value between 0 and 1. Okay, so it is a float. But in order to pass it to the amplitude controller IP, we convert it to a fixed point value by multiplying it by 0x7FFF. So this is the maximum 15-bit value possible. So this is like 15 ones. And this value is, in decimal, it is 32767. So basically we scale a float value to a 16-bit fixed point integer. So basically now we have a 16-bit value that we want to replicate 16 times so that we can pass a 256-bit value to the RFPC IP. But the way we configure the amplitude controller IP is through the AXI Lite port. And the AXI Lite register is a 32-bit register. So we cannot send a 16-bit value through it, we need to send a 32-bit value. So what we do is we replicate the 16-bit value twice to form a 32-bit value. So basically take a 16-bit value, copy it, and then put them together to make a 32-bit value. And that 32-bit value is passed to the amplitude controller IP, which further replicates it 8 times, and that forms a 256-bit value. So the first replication happens in the driver itself. So here in the setter, the first thing we do is we check if the gain value is between 0 and 1. And if it is, we first form a 16-bit value, fixed point value, by multiplying it. Then we multiply the value by 1, which does nothing, just keeps the same value. But it ensures that the most significant 16 bits are zeros. And then we multiply it again by 1 followed by 4 zeros, so that the lower 16 bits become 0. And then we take a bitwise OR. So what this does is, it is basically a concatenation operation. So we take a 16-bit value and then we shift the 16-bit value by 16 bits and then we take the OR. So basically we get a 32-bit value. And that 32-bit value, the lower and the higher 16 bits are exactly the same. Then we write that value in the gain register in the IP. In our custom IP driver, we do the same thing, we just change the offset value. Now as for the getter function, we know that the value that is stored in the register is not exactly the gain value which we had written to it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to read the register and we need to take a bitwise AND with 4 times F, which is so basically this picks the lower 16 bits. Then we divide it by the scaling factor, which we had multiplied it by. So this converts it back to a floating point value from a fixed point value, and then we can return that value. So we do the same thing in our custom IP also. So that's it. That is the transmitter.py file or the amplitude controller driver.